What's up, guys? Today I'm going to be reviewing the multi-tool survival hatchet. I picked it up on eBay for about $22. So this is how it came, besides not being in the box. These are all the items it came with. This is the handle section. It's got a nice knurled finish on it. I believe it's made out of steel. So I believe that's the top part. This is another section of the handle. Should be the middle. Here's the bottom part. Here's the knife that it came with. It also came with this sharpening stone, and I believe this is oil for it. And then the axe head itself has this sheath on it with little belt hoop on there, some button snaps, and I believe it's just made out of steel. It doesn't feel super sharp. It's got this kind of hammering edge on it. So go ahead and show you guys how this thing's assembled. So let's go ahead and start with the bottom part of it. It's got this cord on there. On the very bottom it's got a compass, which it looks like it's working. This piece right here is going to be the fire starter. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some sparks off of that. Probably not the best thing to use this knife. Yeah, that works. This fire starter, this can unscrew right here. So I'm guessing it is replaceable, although I don't know where you'd find that exact threaded portion if you did want to replace it. This unscrews, and there's a whistle in there. Try this out. It's going to be kind of loud. Yeah, that works. Thread that back in there. Bottom part unscrews, and it's got like an impact tool on there. I'm assuming for like breaking glass or something. It is worth noting that where all of these sections screw in, for the most part, it's got a rubber O-ring on there to keep the moisture out. Next up is the handle, lower handle part. So I'm going to just go ahead and assemble this as we go. This would screw onto here, like that. And here's the knife. One thing I wanted to point out that kind of sucks about this bottom section is plastic. So not the greatest choice. It would have been a lot better if it was steel or something. So I could see this breaking fairly easily. This piece screws into here. Also, I could see those threads on there stripping out pretty easily if you weren't careful with it. The knife is somewhat sharp. It's got a bottle opener right here, and it's got a serrated top. They claim that you can saw through stuff with it. I don't know about that. It also showed a picture of someone scaling a fish with it, but I can't really see that happening, at least not without mangling it all up. And this part is going to screw into here. So I guess if you did want to use this as a knife, it's got a really long handle, but you could use it for that. The thing is, if you were to apply a lot of pressure with it or something, I could see this just breaking this plastic piece, but let's do some tests on it and see how durable it is. That's the handle, and then the head itself, that just screws into the top right here. And there it is. It does feel pretty solid, and it is 17 inches overall. So you can also, if you didn't want such a long handle on there, I believe you could do this. Could have just like a shorter axe or hatchet. So yeah, that's how it's assembled. I'm gonna go ahead and do some tests with this thing and see how sturdy it is. Alright, so got the axe here and just a piece of scrap 2x4. I'm just going to give it a good smack and see what it does. So that's stuck in there pretty well. Let's see, a couple more. Seems like it's not having too hard of a time getting through that wood, and the blade isn't damaged at all. Hopefully it isn't damaged yet. So next I'm going to do a test just using the hammer portion of this thing. Alright, so I got a nail here. See if I can do this without smashing my finger. That worked pretty good. I could see that working for, you know, if you needed a hammer for like tent stakes or something. It's not really a surprise that that would work. So next up is going to be the knife test. All right. So here's the serrated edge. See if this thing will saw through something. Not the fastest way to saw through something, but I guess if you're in a desperate situation and you needed to cut through some small twigs or something, it could work. But other than that, I don't see it being too useful. The blade does seem pretty sharp, so that probably just made it much less sharp than it already was. I don't have a bottle, so can't really test the bottle opener. And as far as the impact portion of it, don't really have any glass that I could shatter at the moment, so that also looks like it would work. So yeah, that's my review of the multi-tool survival hatchet. Overall, for $22, doesn't seem like that of a deal. If you're just, you know, camping enthusiast and you wanted to get something fun to mess around with while you're out in the wilderness, I would recommend getting it. You could probably find them cheaper, you know, going through Amazon or something else like that. So yeah, seems like a good deal, and I'm pleased with the amount of money I spent on it. I'm sure I'll take it out and throw it against some trees at some point and see what it can do. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.